Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and this is the last edition in the Filmstagram Movie Club for Andrei Tarkovsky, and we're going to be talking about Mirror. And this is a film from 1975, which is very personal to Tarkovsky, as his father helped write the film, incorporating things. It incorporates autobiographical ideas and moments in Tarkovsky's life that go into this film. And basically the idea is there's this aging man who, this whole entire film is really him reflecting upon him and his whole entire life. And it's basically a stream of consciousness, which it's hard to fully grasp what's going on and what's coming next and what came before it. And it uses an interesting mix of cinematography of black and white and color and different saturations, and there's definitely some magical realism. I don't know if there's abstractness in some of the sequences, because this is a man remembering things, and they could just be lucid memories, lucid dreams of, like, there's water coming down all around inside of a room, which is a very interesting visual that pops up in multiple of Tarkovsky's films, and you have scenes melding into each other and seamlessly changing the color of the screen and the shots. And the story, there's many moments in the film that hit very, very well in terms of personal drama and very human drama. And you're mixing that with all these abstract visuals and ideas that are just melding together. I feel like this film didn't really hit me until the film was hitting like its swell at the end, in terms of just how beautifully it was shot, how the music from composer Eduard Artemev started really hitting into its stride. And you're looking upon this scene at the end where characters are melding through different points in time in the same field, and how the camera moves. There's such beautiful imagery, and Tarkovsky is so great at creating those images that just last in your mind, whether it's a camera moving, just tracking across from left to right, and just settles on through this window of seeing two people gazing upon an inferno in this barn. And it's just such an evocative visual. It just hits you. And Tarkovsky is so great at that. His films are very abstract. And out of these the four films that we've watched for the movie club, like, Ivan's childhood is probably the most straightforward, least abstract. It's very early on in his career. And Tarkovsky got so ambitious in what he would do in his films. And you're coming upon this particular film, Mirror, and it's not that science fiction like Solaris or Stalker, but it still has those weird, otherworldly kind of abstract visuals. And just, you go on this ride, and you're just being threaded through so many different things. This definitely is one of the least accessible of his films that I've watched. I don't think a whole lot of like mainstream audiences are going to sit down and be like, I really enjoyed that movie. You'll probably just be like, what the F did I just watch? And that's understandable, because I sat there plenty of times thinking like, what is this? And by the end, you start to really realize what's going on. There's narration throughout, as from this man. You only see very few glimpses at the central character here, but you see him and his wife, him and his mother, and all these different memories and newsreels even, just everything coming to him in his last moments. And that's what this film was going for, and it's really, really extremely well-crafted stream of consciousness. It's very artfully made, but the thing is, that kind of story is going to alienate some people, and it won't be very accessible to a whole lot of audiences. As a cinephile, I enjoyed this experience and thought it was intriguing and different. This definitely isn't my favorite Tarkovsky film. It's probably Stalker, honestly. But it is as beautiful and as well made and as ambitious as so many of his other films. I really think Mirror, for all you cinephiles out there, I think this is at least something that's worth watching and should be watched. Because not many films can attempt to do something like this and really accomplish doing exactly that and being such a stream of consciousness. And somehow, by the end, feeling like it kind of comes together. That's very hard. And that's why I think it's worth checking out. But those are my thoughts on Mirror. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.